He's the Mother Teresa of Pakistan. To many, he's almost a saint. Every day, Satar Idi collects the dead and abandoned from the streets of Karachi. Around him, one of the world's biggest cities is descending into chaos. A one-man social security system, Satar Idi and his volunteers run clinics and emergency centres, take in unwanted babies and bury the unwanted dead. Idi's massive graveyard outside Karachi looks like a war cemetery. Most buried here don't have names, only numbers. This year alone, more than 1,400 people have been killed in Karachi. It's become one of the most dangerous places on earth. In the middle of the city, Idi headquarters are an island in a storm.
और दूसरा ये कि हमारे मुल्क के जो पॉलिटिशियन सोचे समय
Today, as it does about once a week, the city is grinding to a standstill. The MQM, the party with de facto control of Karachi, is showing its strength by calling a strike day. Each crossroad is a sniper's alley. In this part of town, any driver is a strike breaker. Any car or bus is a target. There's no official war here, but much of Karachi looks like a battlefield. 2 years ago, the MQM, an ethnically Indian party, won Karachi's elections. Pakistan's government threw them out and brought in the army. After months of battles and bloodshed, the army withdrew. Now Karachi has 30,000 police and paramilitaries. The one constant has been Karachi's growing death toll. Behind some houses, this empty land is a regular dumping ground for bodies. The feet and hands are bound. There are signs of torture. Most likely, it's an MQM assassination, the fate of an informer. It barely matters. In a city fueled by drug dealing, gun running and bribery, murder is expected.
ये हर मोहल्ले के अंदर एक फैक्ट्री है, बदमाश लोग वहाँ बैठे रहते हैं। ये आवाम के इलाकों के अंदर ये लोग अपना कंट्रोल रख के दबाए होते हैं, रात को शराब भी बेचते हैं, जुआ भी खेलते हैं, मुझे वालों से ब्लैकमेलिंग भी करते हैं, पत्ते भी लेते हैं, और इनके पीछे ये इनसे जब भी कोई चाहे तो अपना इलेक्शन के दौरान में या कोई प्रोटेस्ट के दरमियान में इनका फायदा उठाते हैं।
A few blocks from the dumping ground, the local police station is stranded on a front line. Behind it, paramilitaries man the rooftops. In front of it, MQM snipers hide in the streets. For the police, a dead body is routine paperwork. Investigating it is almost out of the question. Identifying the victim is hard enough. Finding the criminal is almost impossible. It's a black joke in Karachi, But when the police hear gunfire, they run in the opposite direction. But it's hardly surprising. The only computerized investigation system was being developed by a millionaire businessman.
Choose a couple of points, hairstyles, nose, ears, eyes, and then develop the sketch as close as possible till we can develop a proper sketch of the bomb.
And did the police have anything like this?
No, the police does not have it. I mean, there's the only computer available not only in Karachi but in Pakistan where we do it.
Jamil Yusuf's unlikely career change began when a spree of kidnappings blitzed Karachi's businessmen. Helped out by the army, Yusuf tapped phones and did what the police hadn't. In his words, he wiped out the kidnappers. Since then, Jamil Yusuf has been taking on a new and more difficult target.
Karachi, you can say, it's been a total collapse of the rule of law, which has been decaying due to quite a few years.
Corrupt police, argues Yusuf, are the willing tools of corrupt politicians. In Karachi, he says, there's a fine line between police fighting criminals and the government targeting its opposition.
There's been extortion going on. People are suffering. They will be willing to cooperate with the government, provided they feel the cost.
But foreign investors are fleeing. Local businesses are crippled by strikes and shutdowns. These days, living in Karachi and avoiding the city's battle is getting more and more difficult. But Karachi's terror is only one danger. Years of neglect have added others, almost as lethal. A mother of 10, Sadara Begum, did nothing more than ride in a bus on an MQM strike day. Now, Fatah Edi's son, Faisal, was rushed to hospital in a voluntary ambulance. Sadara is being brought to civil hospital, one of only 4 government emergency hospitals in a city of 8 million people. This is casualty. The chances of saving a life here are minimal. The blood drip, if it works, has to be carried. There's little light, little equipment, and little that's clean. Even Baghdad's hospitals, after years of sanctions, are in better condition. Around now could be demanding the impossible. $4. But now, even that's getting difficult.
The
Between them, Saira and Alia have 10 children. They'll leave at home, and surrounded by fighting. But selling their silk has become almost impossible. It's difficult to travel, and the nearby shop is too afraid to open. In some areas, and for some years, Karachiites have been picking up the pieces. Abandoned by governments, the people of Irani built a self-help project that's been copied all over the world. It was, they
said, all over the city. It's not that I can close my eyes to another part because it has reached my house also. Fire has spread and I may be a victim tomorrow. I might be living in any other district of Karachi, but I could be a victim very fast.